client's database. Golova includes a section intended for storing information about the clients you work with. This is one of your databases. It is called simply Clients. The information from this database is primarily used when creating projects. Let's create a project. At the very beginning, in the Information section, you need to select the client for whom you are executing this project. Every project has this section. Once the project is completed, client information can also be used in the Analytics section. You can sort projects by client. And view the total amount across the projects for the selected client. But let's go back to the client's database and see how to create a new client. To do this, click the Add button. On the page that opens, enter the company name. You can also enter the name of the client. Next, fill in the equipment rental discount that you want to assign to this client. You can also enter a personal discount for consumables and a discount for services. These discounts will be automatically applied in projects associated with this client. You can then indicate whether this client is on the blacklist. The blacklist includes clients with whom certain problems have occurred. Usually, this label is added based on prior experience working with the client. Let's suppose that even at this point, while creating the client profile, you already know there may be issues. Describe the nature of the issue in the comment, so the project manager is aware of potential risks. When you click the Add button, a block for entering the contact person's data will appear. After you finish entering the information, click Save. The new client will appear in the database. To edit the client, simply click on the client's name. Please note that the client profile does not contain any legal information. This is because, in real life, the person or organization you're doing the project for, your client, and the legal entity listed in the payment documents, often have no obvious formal connection. For example, when the client uses one of several available legal entities to make a payment, or when the payment for your services is made not by the client you're dealing with, but by a legal entity of a third party, in other words, the actual customer. To support a more flexible model of working with customers, Golova introduces the concept of counterparty. The counterparty is essentially a legal entity. You enter legal addresses, bank account details, and similar data into the counterparty's profile. We cover the counterparty's database in detail in a separate video. Now let's go back to the project and look at another way of creating a client from within the project itself. In the Information section, click the plus icon in the Client block. Next, fill out the form that opens. Click Create. The new client is ready. As you can see, it's all very straightforward. Now let's replace this client with the one we created earlier, the one who is on the blacklist. See? If, when creating a project, you select a client who is on the blacklist, the system displays a warning along with your comment. Now, if you go to the client's database, you can view and, if needed, edit the profiles of both clients you just created using two different methods. Now let's assume you already have your client data compiled outside of Golova in written or electronic form, and you want to start using it in our system as quickly as possible. Manually entering each client one by one as described above would be tedious and time-consuming. We offer you a solution, importing your client database into Golova using Excel. To do this, click this button, Import. Next, download the file, Sample Template, Clients. Then, transfer the information to it according to the template structure. We recommend saving the resulting file under a different name. After all, it now contains your actual client data instead of demo data. Now upload it to the system. Note that after adding new clients, all your previous clients are still present in the database. This is because the import file supplements the database, rather than replacing it. So, we've reviewed in detail how to work with clients in the Golova system. It's time to move on to the next databases and start exploring them. This will be the topic of several upcoming videos.